Well, we've got a pretty interesting update to a story from the other day about the Marvels. The report claimed there were a lot of behind-the-scenes drama, but now we've got an update on the test screening, and our assessment of that report being dubious might have been spot on. Let's break it all down. Now, if you're a fan of this channel, you may remember a couple of days ago, we did a report citing the Wrapped reporter Jeff Snyder. Now, in his most recent Hot Mic podcast, he dove into problems on the set of the Marvels, specifically with Brie Larson. Now, in his report, he claimed that she was somewhat of a nightmare on set and alleged she clashed with her co-stars for having to share the spotlight and even accused the Oscar winner of, quote, diva-like behavior. Now, since then, there's been a lot of news bouncing around and a lot of response as expected, and some of my sources indicate this seems to have been completely overblown. Now, to be fair, Snyder has had his fair share of correct scoops in the past, but this update comes via Casey Walsh, who we have depended on multiple times, and honestly, Casey hits a lot of home runs, and I have found he generally only speaks to exactly what he knows about. And apparently, according to him, he's only heard good things about the Marvels. He did this in 2 separate posts, with the first one saying, "Not even sure where that came from or why, everything I heard about the Marvels has been very positive and glowing, including production." And then he went on to say, "Again, I've heard nothing negative about this production. The movie has got more positive praise from tests than any other MCU film this year." And then he goes on to point out how often Brie Larson is the focus of a lot of sexist comments, and I guess he has some sort of beef with Snyder. Now, we'll leave these 2 scoopers to battle it out because it's not our place to jump in the middle of that fight. But honestly, I cannot verify any other information about Larson being difficult to work with prior to this film. And honestly, given all the feedback we've seen online, her friendship with Iman Vellani appears far from problematic. So I'm really unsure of where these reports are coming from. Honestly, the truth may lie someplace in the middle. We'll definitely find out when the film drops coming this November, but I do believe quite often Larson does catch criticism where it's not necessarily appropriate, and we all absolutely know that the piling on that some stars see in Hollywood definitely generates clicks and views and social media attention, and that may very well be the reason for most of these reports. Obviously, when the movie drops, the quality of the film will speak for itself, and Marvel is doubling down on getting that quality over quantity, officially reporting they delayed the film to make sure the special effects were up to par. So I guess we're going to have to wait till November 10th and finally find out how good the film is, and maybe then we'll know some more about the behind-the-scenes nonsense. But we'll have to wait and see.